13signsastrology.com. So when you speak of the beginning, you can kind of come at it from different cultures. You have the beginning as far as, of course, the Kemetic aspect, the Hindu aspect, the Atlantean aspect, but there's a science to it, and that's what people don't understand. It's a science to forming a culture or a beginning up under the Kemetic aspect. There's a science and a way of forming a beginning and ending up under the Egyptian aspect, and there's a very important science of the beginning and ending connected to the Atlantean aspect, the Atlantis aspect. And that's kind of what I want to take us into tonight, just for a couple seconds or whatever, because I'm traveling right now. We just arrived in Milwaukee, spent a little time in Minnesota, so we're in Milwaukee. We're spending some time out here, but see the Atlantean aspect. This is how you're gonna understand it. The Atlantean aspect more so dealt with energy, electricity as currency. The Egyptian aspect deals with commodities and gold as currency. And the thing about the Hindu aspect, or you can call it the Dravidian aspect, deals with the body itself as a commodity now. So when you start talking about forming the beginning, you have to come at it, you have to look at which culture are you coming from, like which way are you going to generate your money. This is what it's coming down to. Are you going to use energy, your body, or commodities, or all of the above? Of course, eventually the goal is to get all, but you have to have a focus. And this is when it comes down to like really understanding where you come from. Like what do you resonate with the most? Like do you resonate more with the Cometian culture? Do you resonate more with the, the Atlantean culture, and then understanding that. Then from there, that's what science you will begin to study and demonstrate. It's all based upon understanding the currency and how they dealt in business in different aspects. So if you notice in the Sumerian aspect, they talk more about gold. The Sumerian aspect goes more into the Egyptian aspect. Is what it does. It's like the Sumerian aspect is kind of like telling the story of Egypt from a different region. It's almost the equivalent of telling the story of, for instance, being a part of a religion, and they may be an international religion. You may be a member in California, and this other person may be a member in New York. So their experience may be different. So it's about really understanding. If you want to get precise with this and really truly get rich, you got to know who you are in your past life. Are you a reincarnate? Are you here for the first time? Are you more of a demonic entity that's been here several times and you just jumping in and out of realities and fucking with people's realities? So you got to be real with yourself, and then from there you'll know how to generate your finance from a occult, uh, spiritual, holistic, historical background based upon what culture you want to tap into and generate. Because here in America, we're a melting pot. You got to remember that. So, really in America, it's like you could resonate with just about any culture. You know what I'm saying? In America, because it's a melting pot. So, like, most of us are a mixture of all of this anyway. So it's more like that's why I do natal charts, because then it comes down to like who do you resonate with as a soul, past the flesh. So next we're gonna get into understanding male and female roles, how the female's role, she may choose one industry based upon who she is, and then the male, he may choose another industry based upon who he is. So that's what we're going to get into next. As far as taking it from the beginning on the stories, and then taking it, branching it out into the actual modern day world, world of business, how to actually get money off of this thing. So it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's a must for the 144,000 people that made that pack and signed that contract. If you find yourself a part of that, it's a must. To totally live in a pyramid within this matrix and this government. Try to figure out a way to exist. Okay.